I could not have dreamed big enough to imagine that this day would ever come. I started playing football 15 years ago, and I fell in love. I actually fell in love as a little kid, but I didn't have a chance to play until after college. And I changed my whole life around to be able to make that happen. I still remember the day I got my first check to turn pro as a player. And it was 2004. We won our first championship, and I got a check for $12. It was $1 a game, but that's what technically made us pro. And that was before the time when you could take a picture of the check and keep it. It was either you cash it or you keep it. So I kept it. And, it's kind of special. I bring it with me everywhere. It's actually in my purse upstairs. But I didn't start playing football to be here. I didn't even dream that it was possible. And I think the beauty of this is that though it's a dream I never could have had, now it's a dream other girls can grow up and have. And so I guess if that makes me a trailblazer, then
she's a trailblazer. Right?
I'm honored. Well, then I'm honored. But you know what? That only happens with the best possible team, and that comes with, the foresight of somebody like Bruce, who just out of the strength of his will, I would say that's how it happened. He told me when he offered me the job, he said, "I want you to know it's in my heart to offer you this internship. I don't know yet if I can make it happen." He had to reach out and get all the right support. He had to have the support of a family like the Bidwells. He had to have a general manager with the foresight of Steve Keim to say yes. He had to get all of the right yeses. But it was his heart that made it happen. And it was his belief that the Arizona Cardinals was the team that could handle this happening, and that he had coaches on his staff that would embrace it, not cast me off to the side. Kirk reached out.
Internship, does this mean that, Jen, you'll be given some looks from some other teams for a possible full-time job in the future?
All our internships are paid positions. They last until the last preseason game for most of them. And LaVon's is a 2-year position. It is the stepping stone to get a coaching job. These internships, we probably had over 150 applications of college coaches, but more so former players, because former players are now hearing about what we do here. It's a little bit different than the Bill Walsh minority internship, where a college coach can come in. We all start the same time now. That system's a little broken, and that they can only come for maybe 3 or 4 days. They really can't coach and teach and learn. This is a full-time 6-week job and a job interview. And I can think back already, Marcel Shipp and Dalen McCutcheon, who were interns with us our first and second years, both got hired by Todd Bowles and are full-time coaches now. So this is what we're trying to accomplish, is get former players in the coaching pool.